So now that we've learned how to make a really simple script that's just logging something and then sync that thing back up to GitHub, now let's learn how to initiate what's called an NPM package, Node Package Manager package. We're going to do this in the command line. And we're going to make sure, again, that we're in the folder that we created, that repository scripting demo that we cloned from GitHub. We're in that folder. Once there, we're going to type in npm for Node Package Manager init for initialize. And now this is going to lead us through a bunch of questions, and we're going to go ahead and answer the defaults for most of them, and that's going to start up a Node package for us. So package name, scripting demo, amazing. Version 1.00, fantastic. Description, just a simple scripting demo. Entry point for script, that's fine for now. Test command, we're not going to put one in. Git repository, it should automatically have the actual Git repository in there. That's great. Keywords, we're not going to bother with that right now. Author, you can go ahead and put your name in if you want to. I'll go ahead and put my full name in. License, again, we're not going to give you any legal advice on what license to choose. Let's bracket that for now. And it's going to say, hey, is this okay? I'm going to say yes. We can always change this later just by changing this file that they're about to make for us. And there we go. Now, if I go back to Atom, what I'll see is I've got a new file added called package.json. And these are all the bits of information about the Node package that I'm making. Ultimately, it's going to tell us what the kind of the other packages are that it's referencing, the dependencies. It's also going to give us some information about the package, who wrote it, what its name is. And then there's one extra little piece we're going to add right now that's really cool. And what we're going to do is we're going to identify a word that we want to use in the command line interface in the terminal to launch our script, okay? And we're going to do that like so. We're going to find a spot here within this JSON document, and we're going to add in another key and value pair. So hit return, and what we're going to do is type in bin, and outside the quotes, a colon, and then we're going to add in an object. Let's make sure we have a comma after that object, because this is a series of comma separated things. And what we're doing now is we're going to put in a word that we want to use as our command. Okay, so for instance, I could make my word first script. I could make it boom, although we already have a script named boom that we use a lot. We could name it unicorn. We can name it pretty much anything. I'm going to just call mine demo script, all one word. And then I'm going to have a colon, and what's going to come next is I'm going to type in the path to the file that I want to launch when I type in demo script, okay? And so what we're going to do is we're going to type in a dot to reference the current directory, the same directory that package.json is in, slash, and then the name of our script, okay? So it's very conventional to have a script called cli.js that you launch first. Right now we don't have that script, we just have one called the first script. So I could go first script.js. I think just to kind of do this the pseudo-professional way, I'm going to type in cli.js and hit save, and then I'm going to make sure I create a cli.js file. And then I'm going to go ahead and log cli.js just got launched and save it. Okay, so there's one last little thing we need to add to this script so that it will just go ahead and launch and know to run with Node even without typing in Node space the name of the script. And that's this thing called the shebang, which is #, exclamation point, and then something that helps the computer understand where our node is and that we want to run this script with Node. And so just go ahead and copy this in. If you ever forget, just type in node shebang into Google and you'll find this really quickly. You don't have to memorize all of these things. You can copy and paste. It's not plagiarism. So once this is in there, Then we're going to save, and we're going to hop back over to terminal, and we're going to type in npm space link. And what this is going to do is it's going to connect what we've put in that bin part of the package.json, right? It's going to make this a command that actually works for us in our terminal, all right? So when we come over here and type in npm link and enter, it's going to run for a little bit. Now, when we type in demo script, it's going to run that CLI.js file for us. So I realize it's a bit of a headache getting to this point, setting all this stuff up, but now we are really good to go. We have something set up where we can type in an arbitrary word of our choosing in terminal and then run our code, and that's the way we want it, because that's going to make it crazy easy to fire this script off anytime we want in terminal. Yeah.